Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cat.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Black women are not beating the allegation.
So yeah, I met him on the internet.
What?
I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? I love dark skin. So I'm like, yeah, because like, you know, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark skinned niggas.
What did he say?
I love dark skinned niggas.
And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck or whatever. Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga.
See, this woman went to ATL, didn't even know the guy that she was going to. But on top of all that, I want you to pay very close attention to what she said.
So, you know, like that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga.
She wasn't interested in him. She wasn't interested in who he was. He was interested in what he had. And a lot of black women, y'all know.
Yep.
Y'all will see a YN, a Pookie, a Ray Ray, a Thug, and you will see him. And you will be like, he has a watch, he has nice cars, nice jewelry. I want him. But you're a money-hungry woman because you don't have your own money. You don't have your own money because you don't want to go out and work for it. You think because you're a woman, you should be able to get things for free. That's the reason why so many black women and so many modern women and so many other groups of women outperform American black women.
So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever and I didn't text him right back. And he was on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like chill out. But I let him slide.
See, I want you to listen to what she said. She let it slide. He was doing things that she didn't like. He was doing things that put her off a little bit, but she let it slide.
But I let him slide.
Ladies, a lot of you are guilty of this. You let things slide. You know the guy is no good. You know he's lying. You know he ain't nothing.
Yep.
But you let it slide. And then you get on the internet, you get in real life, and then you come up with these BS excuses about,
well, we don't know if a man is good. How are we gonna tell if a man is not good? We don't know. It's not like the man has I'm a bum written on my forehead.
Y'all know that he ain't nothing. Y'all just let it slide. She exposed y'all. This is why I tell men all the time, don't believe women when they say, I didn't know. Y'all knew, you just didn't care.
So we plan to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right? And we plan for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever. But I let him slide. What day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come. But I let him slide. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad. But I let him slide or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text. And like he'll tell me to FaceTime him. But by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming.
See, if this was a white woman, a Latino woman, or an Asian woman, they wouldn't even look his way. Because you see the difference between a YN and a PBM. A YN doesn't have money. He has the fake Rolexes, the fake designer. He gets his designer from the homeboy off the corner. He gets his designer from the homeboy off the street corner, from the discount bin. A productive black man, we have real money. Fellas, you can always tell what type of man a woman likes based on what she talks about. If she's so hard pressed on seeing her man in designer, that's a red flag.
Dress nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga.
Because you don't have to dress with designer to be rich. For those of you who don't know anything about wealth, wealth is quiet. Wealth is not loud. Women of today, they think wealth is loud. Wealth is nice cars, nice houses, blinged out, throwing money everywhere. To them, that's wealth. But to the rest of the world, that's just being broke.
Before you really couldn't, like, he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTimed me, he was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk, and I'm like, you know, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon, I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you, I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off, like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that.
Many hours later.
So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land, and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming, you hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like, if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like, if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter, stay home with your kid, go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you, and you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like, $300 is nothing.
This woman gets mad about paying $300 for a hotel. Why are you upset? Why are you upset about spending money on a hotel?
No money.
Because a lot of these women are broke and they can't afford a $300 hotel, a $400 hotel, a $500 a night hotel.
No money.
The fact that you were getting upset because you had to pay $300 for a night, and you claim that you're an independent woman and you took off work and you want the money back. If a woman is not willing to invest in getting to know you, she's just with you because of what you have.
He ain't lying.
I want to say that again. If a woman is not willing to invest in you while she's getting to know you, she is just there for your money. And see, now we're going to look at the man's point of view, because apparently he created a video in response to this video. So now before we get into his side of the story, we're going to read the text messages that were exchanged between her and him. They read as follows. I fell asleep. Are you okay? Hey, I feel a lot better. Still a little upset, but just happy to finally have a room. It's not my norm, but it was all I could find. Good thing is you're okay. This is him. I was trying to stay up, but after I put her to sleep, it was done for. She says, I just really wanted to meet you, I guess, but I learned from every situation. That's why I'm so calm. I really just hate wasting my time for real. I think anybody would. When I go home, we probably never gonna talk again. I know you probably don't care, but I really had faith in this whole thing. Crazy. And it's not even your fault. You did what you was supposed, but I ain't gonna ever forget this. Then look at what she says next. And this is why black women are never beating the allegations of dating the wrong type of man. She thought about it, and I do want to meet you. Are you gonna link me? Can you still get a sitter?
You stupid. You stupid.
But wait!
It gets worse.
Like, you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Because now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right?
Shit, Negro.
Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some shit like what it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that. Like, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all. You get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages. You get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel, or we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what made me even get into this whole you dig? Anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now,
It just got interesting.
your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, Will, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm giving you all the signs. What for this? All right, Will, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, mama, and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids. Whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me? It ain't none of that going on. Then off rip, you, like, you feel me? You should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger, I don't even know you for real, and you too thirsty, like, you throwing me off for real.
I'm glad he pointed that out. See, this woman was looking so thirsty. This woman was so thirsty to try and get him, but it wasn't him that she wanted. She didn't want him. She wanted his money. And then you know, fellas, you know, ladies, you know too, if somebody is bragging about, I did this, I did that, I deal with men with money. So if you dealt with men with money, you wouldn't be so easily impressed with what he got. And I'm glad this brother is speaking his truth, because I believe this woman was in love with the idea of him, but she just wanted his money. Let's keep it a buck. She wasn't in it for him, she was in it for his money. And then on top of that, let's look at the text message. It shows some Equate, throat numbing spray, and breath wipes. And they say the only pick you need, LOL. You get it? I got a picture, but I don't know what that is. Really? LOL. That's sore throat spray and breath strips. You got a sore throat? Babe, that was for me to give you. She was definitely capping because she wanted to come to ATL, but remember, she was not there for him. She was there because of what he had. So basically, he was trying to say that I'm giving you the cold shoulder. I really don't want you to come. I really don't want you to be here. If you want to come, come, but it's not. And see, fellas, sometimes you just gotta be a man and just say, don't come.
He ain't lying.
Because you don't know what's going on with this woman that you barely know, and that's getting ready to get on a flight to come to a city that she's never been to or doesn't live there. So sometimes, fellas, you just gotta be like, yo, I'm cool. I don't want you to come. I'm sorry, but black women, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Black women, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You are not going to beat the allegations of dating hood guys, thugs, and drug dealers, at least in this lifetime. Multiple stories. You go on social media, you see it in real life, you see it all over the place. You see a thug with sagging pants. What race of woman do you always see on his arm? Black. Look up the data statistics on black women and black men, marriage rates and child rates and birth rates. Somebody is giving birth to all of these hood guys. Somebody's creating hood guys. Somebody's creating the thugs. Men can't have babies. So let's put 2 and 2 together. The reality of the situation is this. If you want better for yourself, you have to get better for yourself. And the only way to get better is to do better. And the only way to do better is to heal from your trauma.
Like, damn, you not getting the memo? Like, I shouldn't have to say, like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like, I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that was throwing me off, though, that she didn't look the same, you know what I'm saying? So, after that, the conversation went, like, blank. She texted me that Friday, like, hey, love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. But I was dull as hell with her, you feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all that shit. I gotta post all that shit.